Being alone. Sometimes, I like to be alone more than to be with other people. Ataupun aku lebih suka untuk bersendiri dari, dengan siapa-siapa dalam hidup aku. I feel like when I'm alone, I'm more like lebih tenang daripada being in the crowded place, being in the public place. I like to isolate myself. I like to be alone. Walaupun sometimes people would say to me like, kau tak lonely ke? Kau tak feel like sorang-sorang ke? I feel like, aku tahu, there's a lot of people like to be alone. There's a lot of people like to be bersendirian. There's a lot of people like to duduk sorang-sorang. Just they want to be ignored. Sometimes they isolate themselves in their rooms untuk being alone ataupun bersendiri. I know about it. Tapi kadang kan, if you terlalu sorang-sorang sangat, is bahaya juga. If you terlalu isolate yourself, it's not good for you. Tapi sometimes we love to being alone more than being in public, being with someone else. Sometimes people would say to me, don't you want to have a relationship? And I would say like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to commit. I'm not ready to 24 jam dengan dia. Ataupun I'm not ready to be like in a relationship, giving her the commitment that I should give her. Aku tak ready. I'm not ready for that yet. Sometimes I feel lonely that I can't describe. Even I have family, I have friends, I still feel lonely. Walaupun kau dekat public, kau dengan kawan-kawan, but you will zone out bila kau feel like you will zone out. You will feel lonely even with your friends. Even kau lepak dengan kawan-kawan, you will zone out and you will feel lonely. And I don't know how to describe it, but I feel lonely so much until I feel like I don't care. I don't care. I'm alone anymore. Kadang-kadang kau biasa sangat alone, sorang-sorang kan. You don't care about people anymore. You don't give a damn about people what say about you anymore. Tapi kau tak boleh isolate diri kau sangat. Kau tak boleh sorang-sorang sangat. Sebab sometimes it will hurt your mental. Kau kena, sometimes you need to go out. Sometimes you need to be with your friends. You need to be with your family. Because if you terlampau lama dengan sorang-sorang, terlampau bersendirian, sometimes you will losing yourself. Sometimes kau kan hilang diri kau bila kau terlalu being alone. Bila kau terlalu being in your zone, in your comfort zone, you will be zone out. You will be bukan diri kau kadang. Being alone doesn't mean you don't have friends. Being alone doesn't mean you tak ada siapa-siapa dalam hidup kau. Bila kau terlalu sorang, bila kau terlalu isolate yourself, it will affect you mentally. For sure it will affect you mentally. For sure it will affect you persekitaran kau, cara kau bercakap. It will affect your your mental. Because kau terlalu sorang-sorang, kau terlalu memikirkan. Sometimes bila kau sorang, you will have a lot of thoughts. You will have a lot of things that you think about. Sometimes you will have overthinking. Sebab kau terlalu being alone. Kau terlalu fikirkan tentang orang lain sometimes. Because at that time, when you alone, you will think a lot of things. You will think a lot of benda yang nonsense. And that's why sometimes you need to be you need to go out and be with friends. But I know there's a lot of people like to be alone more than to be with someone else. Don't like to have a relationship. Don't like to have a group friends. Because they choose to be like that. Sebabkan dia orang rasa there's a lot of people will backstab. And orang zaman sekarang, we can't even percaya sometimes because we scared of people nowadays. We're totally scared of people nowadays yang macam-macam perangai, macam-macam having a lot of things that kita tak tahu what they would do to us, you know. I know it's hard if you like one of like us yang suka sorang, but you need to know that bahayanya bila kau sorang, bahayanya bila kau with no friends, something like that. But I know it's hard for you to trust people nowadays, you know. I know it's hard. You need to trust yourself, you know.